Welcome back to the channels, folks. Thanks for tuning in. On today's episode, we're going to be working on the drift trike. We got a list to do. First, we got to make sure that thing turns, because without slicks, that thing is not turning. 2, that seat has to go. And 3, can we add some brakes to it? Let's see where we can reach today. What up? Welcome back, folks. Part 2. So now I was having a lot of issues with the engine. Brand new out of the box. Faulty engine. Well, it happens. So went ahead, took it off, and we got something in the mail. Boom. Boom, it's in the mail. It's home. New engine. But look at the beauty. Here it goes, folks. Just a closer look at the engine. It's just in place. Nothing is tight. As you could see, there's a beauty there. An electric start. 3/4 shaft. 208cc engine. It's basically the same clones, the same thing as you guys have with the Predator 212. Or it's like a clone of the Honda G200, I think it is. So here it goes. Push button start with a key. Here's the wires for the battery. I'm gonna build a small battery rack over here on the side, and we'll get this thing. So I'm just gonna tidy them up. Once it's tight, I'll put the axle back in place. I'll tie the axle back, line everything up, put oil in the engine. I put the oil, make sure when I turn the sprocket the chain goes straight, it's not misaligned. Checked everything that was bolted properly, pumped it a few times, primed it a few times by hand, not to start it, just to make sure that oil is running into the engine and everything is ready. Plugged in my battery, don't worry about that, you know, it's just temporary. Use the key. As you guys can see, I have a key, so I can like start it. This is temporary as well. Now that I know that the engine is running, I'm gonna rewire this piece. I'll put it in the steering wheel. It will look sharp. Come on, hit it! What's up, guys? So we're just modifying it a bit. Because as you guys know, if you have a solid axle and you don't want to put drift sleeves on it, it means that you won't be able to properly turn, because both wheels turn at the same speed and have the same torque on them. Just the same concept. Everybody from muscle cars knows that. As soon as you have a welded diff in the back and you try to run that thing on asphalt, it will never turn. So what we did is we chopped the axle in two. We got a coupler. So when we're going to be riding it without sleeves, we're just going to push the coupler to the left. And whenever we want to drift, we push the coupler to the middle, and then we'll be able to put the sleeves on, or the tires with the sleeves, and drift it away. So anyway, so this still POC. This is why the nuts are all messed up. We're trying to make sure that everything works as expected. If there's any fine tuning, that we don't spend too much time designing it properly. So rough cuts for now, and we'll take it from there. Those are look. Here we go. It's getting there, folks. There it goes, folks. So as you can see, it turns really good. So, issue fixed. When no sleeve is on, that thing will turn. Here it goes, folks. We keep on working on the buggy. We changed the seat. I wasn't too fancy about the seat. As you guys saw, we also added a disc. So disc is also mounted there. We just have to fine tune and mount the caliper there. We also refactor, and I put a single cable from the back to the front. It's still not finished, but it's in the progress. As you guys could see, it goes from underneath, and now we're here. We're working on a pedal design. I find it was better for the kids than twist throttle. I think it was going to be more safer if we could put it this way, and anyways, we'll take it like that. We'll give it a try, and if it's not good, we'll just cut it off and design it again, and we'll take it from there. So time to work on the bracket. This is the caliper that I'm going to be using. It's a Brembo from a motorcycle, a Ducati, the ones that I've been telling you guys I have hanging around. So the disc is there, it's already mounted, so that's kind of cool. And what I came up with is a cardboard that created the template so that it molds the caliper properly. Once that template is done, what I just finished doing, I traced it into metal, and now this is the perfect shape, so the caliper fits here properly. I just center punched the 2 holes that need to be drilled out. So the bracket is now welded in place, and I will go ahead and install the caliper. Well, I think it ended up really good, folks. Now there's some of the other brackets now. There's gap there. Those are not the final bolts, as you know, still mock-up bolts. But yeah, I think everything lined up properly. So let's set the disc and we'll see from there. Here it goes. This is where we reached. As we can see, the mount for the rear brake is halfway done. Caliper is mounted with the master cylinder, and now I just have to find a way to come and hook up a pedal here. So most likely gonna wire with a rod, or I'm maybe gonna do what I was thinking is here, do like a rally style and do like a handbrake. I pull back and it's gonna push on the piston. This is to take into consideration as a next step. So I think it's starting to look and take shape. Here it goes, folks. I don't know if you can see it properly. Sorry for the wire mess. As you can see, the axle has been cut, and it's super easy. I can just like take the sleeve that's here, unscrew it because now it's tightened to make sure it doesn't go from one side to the other. Unscrew it, shift it over so it covers both axles, tie them up, and then I have a full solid axle, and I can put the drift sleeves on and take it from there. What up, folks? Hope you had fun watching that video of today. That's all I got. We were able to accomplish a lot. We changed the seat. This is done. It was really a pain, the other one. We fixed the rear axle, so now that thing turns like no tomorrow. I'm able to turn, do circles, do donuts. Hope you guys like the concept of what I did. Basically use the same concept as any drift car on the road, or anyone that had a rear-wheel drive car that welded the diff in the back or had the solid rear axle. That thing on asphalt, every turn you have jumps because of just the concept of a solid axle on asphalt are not the best thing to turn. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on how you can make your thing turn. If ever you want to play with your cart, but you're in between transit for new sleeves or such like that, at least you'll be able to enjoy, have some fun with it. Also, start working on the concept for the rear brake, because you definitely need a rear brake. And we'll continue working on that. I do have some ideas on how I could like work. I think I like the concept of an end brake, like a bit of a rally style. So I have a big handle that comes up and I could just like pop up, and it will like lug the rear end if I need to. And we'll take it from there. So hope you guys like the video of today. If you like, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next episode. Till then, folks, stay safe, enjoy, and keep it sideways. Woo!